In this video, we're going to go over a Tesla stock. You're going to want to watch this video in its full entirety. We're going to go over a huge executive stepping out. What does it mean for Tesla stock? And on top of that, is there a potential kind of avenue that Tesla might find its opportunity? Will we get the Model Y return to higher numbers? All that and more in this video. Don't worry, you can play this in the background. You can go ahead and do what you need to do. Go to your job, put it in your ear, and you can listen to it in its entirety. Let's catch you up on what's going on with Tesla. First and foremost, let's not delay. Troy Jones, VP of Sales, is walking out the door, all after some people have been scooped up by Meta, and it's not looking good. What's going on? Why are people leaving? Well, it could be due to the fact of, Elon Musk, when he returns back to work, people tend to step out. Maybe he's cleaning up all the mess that's going on in the background. Who knows? Only the people at Tesla know. And it seems, though, that when he does return and he's no longer distracted by other things within the political world, he comes back and people step out. Is it because of the pressure that Elon Musk puts in the company as soon as he returns, or is it because of some political things that a lot of these individuals just don't want to be tied into, or maybe they're not able to function at their job while they're there? Now, this bleeds into their earnings. That's going to be happening on July 23rd, and that is really not good. If you have the VP of Sales coming up at this point and they're just stepping out right before earnings, is it really a good indicator? Could it be that he got a job offer that was just astronomically better than Tesla? We also have another sales executive, Omid, stepping out as well. What does it mean for the top people there? Is it just high pressure? They're not meeting expectation? Are we about to get bad news? All that and more, I guess, in the future. My guess is that it's not a huge, to me, it's a big indicator that there is problems in the water. That maybe what we're going to see is just that we were not focused on the right areas. We were trying to grow different subsections within Tesla, and that these sales executives, before they get fired, before they some kind of trouble rains down on them, they want to get ahead of it and they got out. So when I look at the projections of July 23rd, I'm not going to be saying, oh, it's going to be positive across the board. I think that they're going to be at least missing, if not one metric, at least two. With that being said, it is still a high traded stock. Actually, the second most traded stock on the stock market. And so people are still, messing, dabbling, making money. I mean, it can go 10% up in one day. It can go down 10% in one day. And we've seen that. And so this stock, if you are making calls or puts, just knowing your key entry and exit, you can make some money. So, just by the day, I have the numbers here. It has been changed to 24 billion times change hands today. That is quite insane. So if you're somebody that is looking for a very active stock, Tesla is always going to be your bet. Okay, so I do have some stats here that I'll go ahead and read off. Q2 EV sales slipped by 6% in the US and 13% globally. Now, in my last video, we talked about some competitors when it comes down to Tesla. And unfortunately, China is, they are just swarming that market and consuming it. But there is a move that Tesla is actually making that I'm quite bullish on. When it comes down to deliveries, you have U.S. deliveries are now forecasted to be 1.7 million for 2025, down from previous estimates of 2.1 million. I'll give my opinion here in just a moment. Now, everybody has been wondering about the Model Y. The deliveries show that signs is active within the Model Y. It's actually around 86,000 in Q2 versus 64,000 in Q1, suggesting some stabilization. So it looks like the Model Y is a staple they're doing great sales in that, but what is it that's going to create or a dip in the stock if they meet the metrics? Is it revenue? Is it not meeting certain expectations in the other sub categories? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. I do want to take a moment and just say this: make sure to subscribe and like the video. It helps support this channel. Of course, I'm just a truck driver doing the thing, but I am an individual, a young individual that is trying to find the way to wealth. And I guarantee you, within 10 years time, you'll be like, wow, from where he started to where he's going, I can't believe it. Now, if you want to reserve your spot before we hit 1,000, do so now. Comment down below your subscriber number. Let's get on to the next point. So when it comes down to analysts, they actually see a rebound within Tesla. Now we're looking at a support level around $300. Typically it's $295 to $300. That's been its nice little nest egg. Now, even with this rebound, it's still going to be down about 34% from some of its highs. So a lot of individuals, or not a lot, I'm not going to say a lot, but some individuals bought when it was around the 400 mark. And they're wondering, will we ever return there? Well, there is some certain things that need to happen in order for us to rebound that high. It was a steep fall for Tesla, and it wasn't just all in one day. It took some damage to get down to where we are. It's going to take a lot of confidence within institutional buyers and even just commercial buyers to come back into Tesla. Bridgewater Advisors added 12,000 shares to their portfolio. So this could be a buy the dip moment. A lot of individuals look now, back in the past when it was Bitcoin for like pennies on the dime, right? And now they're like, Bitcoin, holy moly, what happened? And I remember even telling my own dad at some time when it was like super stupid low, like I think it was around 60,000. And now look at it, it's just been growing exponentially. And of course there's going to be dips and fear that Bitcoin might not last. But again, fear, if you are scared with your money, it won't make anything. But if you have confidence and you do your due diligence, this is not financial advice, nor am I a financial advisor, there is potential growth within your investment. With that being said, Tesla has actually launched a showroom in India. Wow, that's pretty positive. So they're looking at broadening their market into India, which is a benefit to anybody that's a shareholder of Tesla. So we already went over the robo-taxi in Texas, and so, right now it's a little too fresh, and we're gonna have to wait at least a good period to see how it's utilized and how has it been convenient for the Austin users in Texas. I was recently out in California. Follow me on my Instagram. It is totally different from my content here, but on Instagram I displayed some content from California when a little vlog, if you might. And one thing that I noticed out there was Waymo. It was pushed heavy on the apps, and my cousin explained, he lives out there, explained that pretty much Waymo is it got torched, burned in some of the riots. So not a lot of people were happy about it, but maybe Austin is more, it is tech driven out there, so maybe it's more readily available to accept and embrace this kind of, I don't know how you want to say it, technology or robo-taxi. All in all, when it comes down to Tesla, it's a lot going on. Let's get into my thoughts. If you made it to this point, shout out to you. Make sure to comment down below why you still believe in Tesla. Do you think it's going to grow? Will we ever surpass the 400, or will we fall? So in my opinion, when I look at some of the key indicators, we have 2 executives leaving in the sales team, and sales being currently in sales. If there's any indication, if I see high execs leaving, either it's to cut costs, but if they're doing it at their own volition, there is something that is not right and we should be wary of. With Elon Musk, of course, business will be business and it'll continue to go without Elon Musk there. But of course, being the more I don't know, the person at the wheel, I do feel like there has been some not focused attention on the business, rather than it was more focused on politics. When you look at the I think it's Q2 earnings that's coming up on July 23rd, I don't see it to be all that positive unless they pull a massive rabbit out the hat. You have to think about a lot of the ambitious things that they have done. They have the robo-taxi, and that's not turning a profit right now, so that is an investment, and that's going to bring that number down. On top of that, you had the show where they do a lot of the robotics and whatnot, so they've been focusing on that. That's another thing that's going to be killing it. Another thing that's it's not all that positive is going to be the implementation of new models of Tesla. So they did great with the Model Y, within a huge jump from its previous. But is that enough for the overall picture? You also have SpaceX. What's going on with that? We have so many divisions within Tesla. Can you honestly say that the leader, Elon Musk, knows exactly what he's doing? Has he gotten bored? Has he missed the aim? What is concurrently going on in Elon's mind? Is he more focused on politics or a businessman? These are some of the issues that some shareholders have had within this stock. There's still money to be made on the upside and down when you look at puts and calls when it comes down to the options trading. But as a long-term holder of Tesla, is there a benefit in buying lower? Will it go lower? Let me know what you guys think. When it comes down to it, final decision, I think that the stock is not going to do so well when earnings is released, just due to the fact of key indicators that we've seen. They might just be taking a little bit of a growth pain right now, and they're doing multiple things that need to be fleshed out, and possibly we get in at a lower dip level, maybe even, I would say, scary, but 250, 260 range, and then possibly rebound, and then we can see an upward tick. But that all determines on if Elon Musk is going to be a businessman or a politician. Which one will he decide? On top of that, is he going to be more focused on X? It's just a lot of things going on right now, and we don't have a center. We don't have a focus. We need that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Shout out to you, Familia de Dinero, and we will be back in the next video. Adios.